Introduction. Hey there, welcome to my channel. Today, I want to talk about something that affects us all, cybercrime. Did you know that the cost of cybercrime is projected to reach $10.5 trillion annually by 2025? That's a staggering number, and it's growing every day. But have you ever wondered what drives hackers and online criminals? Today, we'll be delving into the psychology behind cybercrime and what motivates these individuals to engage in criminal activities online. Anecdote. Let me tell you a story. A few years ago, a hacker group stole $81 million from a bank in Bangladesh by gaining access to the bank's computer systems. The group managed to manipulate the bank's software and transfer the money to different accounts in various countries. The hackers were able to get away with the money, but they were eventually caught and brought to justice. When asked why they did it, the hackers revealed that they were motivated by money and the challenge of hacking into a high-security system. This story is just one example of how cybercrime can be incredibly lucrative and thrilling for those who engage in it. So, what motivates hackers and online criminals to engage in cybercrime? Let's take a look at some of the factors that come into play. Financial gain. One of the most significant motivators behind cybercrime is money. Cybercriminals often target businesses and individuals with the intent of stealing their personal and financial information, which they can then use for financial gain. In fact, according to a report by McAfee, cybercrime costs the global economy over $600 billion annually. Financial gain is one of the primary motives behind cybercrime. Cybercriminals use various techniques such as phishing, malware, ransomware, and social engineering to target businesses and individuals and gain access to their sensitive financial information, including credit card numbers, bank account details, and personal identification information. Once the cybercriminals have gained access to this information, they can use it for a variety of purposes, including stealing money from bank accounts, making fraudulent purchases using stolen credit card information, and even selling the information on the black market. In some cases, cybercriminals may also use the stolen information to conduct identity theft, which can have devastating consequences for the victim. In addition to these direct financial gains, cybercriminals may also use their hacking skills to profit indirectly. For example, they may use their access to a company's systems to steal valuable intellectual property, trade secrets, or other sensitive information that they can sell to competitors or use to their advantage in other ways. The financial gain from cybercrime is not limited to individual actors or small groups. It has been reported that state-sponsored hacking and cyber espionage is a growing concern, with many countries investing significant resources in developing cyber capabilities to target other countries for political, military, or economic gain. Overall, the financial gains from cybercrime are significant and continue to grow as the world becomes more interconnected and reliant on technology. It is crucial that businesses and individuals take steps to protect themselves from these threats and ensure the security of their sensitive financial information. Thrill and challenge. For some hackers, the motivation to engage in cybercrime comes from the thrill of the challenge. Hacking into high-security systems and gaining access to sensitive information can be incredibly exhilarating for some individuals. It's like solving a puzzle or playing a game, and the satisfaction that comes from succeeding can be addictive. For some hackers, the motivation to engage in cybercrime comes from the thrill and challenge of breaking into high-security systems and networks. Hacking into a system requires a high level of technical skill and knowledge, and successfully penetrating the defenses of a target system can be a significant ego boost. The thrill of the challenge is often what drives hackers to spend countless hours learning about computer systems, programming languages, and network protocols. They enjoy pushing the limits of what is possible, and the sense of achievement that comes from successfully breaking into a target system can be incredibly rewarding. In addition to the thrill of the challenge, some hackers engage in cybercrime simply for the excitement and adrenaline rush that comes from engaging in illegal activities. For some individuals, the risk of getting caught and the thrill of operating in the shadows can be just as exhilarating as the technical challenge of hacking into a system. Unfortunately, the thrill and challenge of cybercrime can have serious consequences. Even if hackers do not intend to cause harm, their actions can result in significant financial losses, privacy violations, and other serious consequences for individuals and businesses. Moreover, engaging in illegal activities can lead to criminal charges and a permanent criminal record, which can have a long-lasting impact on a person's life. It is essential to note that not all hackers are motivated by the thrill and challenge of breaking into systems. Many individuals use their technical skills for legitimate purposes, such as cybersecurity research, vulnerability testing, or developing software and systems that improve security. However, it is crucial to recognize the motivations of those who engage in cybercrime to develop effective strategies for preventing and detecting these activities. Ideology and revenge. In some cases, cybercriminals are motivated by ideology or a desire for revenge. For example, hacktivist groups such as Anonymous have targeted corporations and governments in the past to expose corruption and promote social justice. Similarly, some individuals may engage in cybercrime as a form of revenge against a company or individual that they feel has wronged them. In some cases, cybercriminals are motivated by ideology or a desire for revenge. Ideologically motivated hackers often fall under the category of hacktivists. These individuals and groups use their technical skills to promote a particular political or social agenda. They may target governments, corporations, or other organizations that they believe are engaging in unethical or illegal activities. Hacktivists often use tactics such as website defacement, DDoS attacks, and data breaches to expose their targets' actions and promote their own message. For example, the hacktivist group Anonymous has targeted various organizations in the past, including the Church of Scientology, the Ku Klux Klan, and government agencies. Anonymous aims to promote freedom of information and free speech, and they often target organizations that they believe are working against these values. In some cases, cybercriminals may also engage in illegal activities as a form of revenge against an individual or organization. For example, an employee who feels wronged by their employer may hack into the company's systems and steal sensitive information or disrupt operations. Similarly, a former partner or spouse may use their technical skills to spy on or harass their ex-partner online. The motivations of revenge-based cybercriminals can be highly personal and emotional. These individuals may feel justified in their actions because they believe they have been wronged or treated unfairly. However, it is essential to remember that cybercrime is still illegal and can have serious consequences, including criminal charges and civil lawsuits. It is crucial to recognize the motivations of cybercriminals to develop effective strategies for preventing and detecting cybercrime. In the case of ideologically motivated hackers, addressing the underlying issues that are driving their actions may be necessary to prevent further attacks. In the case of revenge-based hackers, it is essential to provide support and resources to individuals who may be at risk of being targeted. Lack of consequences. Finally, the relative lack of consequences for cybercrime is also a motivator for some individuals. In many cases, cybercriminals can operate from the safety of their own homes or countries and avoid being caught. Even if they are caught, the consequences may be minimal compared to the financial gain they receive. The lack of consequences for cybercrime refers to the notion that cybercriminals can often evade being caught, or if they are caught, they may receive minimal consequences for their actions. This can be a significant motivator for individuals looking to engage in cybercrime, as the potential rewards can outweigh the perceived risks. One of the primary reasons for the lack of consequences for cybercrime is the difficulty in identifying and apprehending cybercriminals. Unlike traditional crimes, where perpetrators are often physically present at the scene of the crime, cybercriminals can operate remotely from anywhere in the world. This can make it challenging for law enforcement agencies to track down and prosecute those responsible for cybercrimes. Additionally, the constantly evolving nature of technology can also pose a challenge to law enforcement agencies. As new technologies emerge, cybercriminals can quickly adapt their methods, making it more difficult for law enforcement to keep up. Even if cybercriminals are caught, they may face minimal consequences compared to the financial gain they received from their activities. This is particularly true in countries where cybercrime laws are relatively new or not yet fully developed. In some cases, cybercriminals may only receive a slap on the wrist or a relatively small fine, which may not be enough to deter them from engaging in future criminal activities. The lack of consequences for cybercrime is a complex issue that requires a coordinated effort from governments, law enforcement agencies, and technology companies. By working together, they can develop effective strategies to identify and prosecute cybercriminals, and deter others from engaging in similar activities. This can help to create a safer online environment for individuals and businesses alike. Research shows that cybercriminals often exhibit certain personality traits, such as impulsivity, risk-taking, and a lack of empathy. They may also have a high level of technical expertise and a deep understanding of how computer systems work. However, it's important to note that not all hackers and online criminals fit this profile, and many cybercriminals are ordinary people who have fallen into illegal activities. Conclusion. In conclusion, cybercrime is a growing threat that affects us all. Understanding the psychology behind cybercrime is essential if we want to combat this problem effectively. By recognizing the motivators behind cybercrime, we can work to mitigate these factors and reduce the incidence of cybercrime. It's also important to educate ourselves about online safety and take measures to protect our personal and financial information. Let's work together to create a safer and more secure online world. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you in the next video.